No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. We in here today. We finally made it happen. You're a busy guy.
Super busy, bro. Just I'm like you.
Yeah, but people think that you're, just like all about doing interviews and stuff. It was kind of hard to get you out here.
Yeah, I really don't be doing a lot of interviews.
I do not know if I agree with that statement.
I only interview with Cam Capone.
Oh, okay. How'd you get into that relationship?
I sent the email. He seen my email, called me, confirmed my receipts. Once he seen my receipts, he rushed it.
Did I get an email that I didn't see?
Yeah, I emailed everybody at No Jumper.
Wow, that's crazy. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I emailed everybody. Remo, Flacco, you.
Ugh, my team.
I emailed everybody for sure.
We gotta send them all back.
No, it's all good, man.
Back to North Dakota, Flacco.
We made it. We made it.
So anyway, we could go through your whole story and everything, but is there like a specific narrative you're pushing today?
Well, basically, to get my true message out, I had to use my background. Some people had to get thrown under the bus in the process, and it worked.
Wait, so that was something that you were conscious of the whole time? Is like, I'm going to have to kind of shit on some of the people that I've met along the way in order to...
Yeah, so I didn't shit on anybody I did good business with. You feel me? Like, nobody I signed contracts with, nothing like that. Just people that was in my path. You feel me? Just like that.
Well, what did Busta Rhymes ever do to you?
Well, see, here's the thing with this. Like, when you in the field I'm in, bro, people complain and feel bullied by a lot of these people all the time. So they come to me about it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, any type of anything that goes on, bro, like, people come to me about it. You see what I'm saying?
But you had good working relationships with Busta Rhymes?
I never worked directly with him. I was with somebody else when I encountered him. I was with a guy from America's Next Top Model when I encountered him.
Okay.
Yeah, so and then as you move throughout the sector, little stories come up. You hear little whispers about stuff, and then when Cam started asking me questions, I just told my story.
Do you agree? I feel like if I hire security to hang out with me for a day, a week, whatever, that whatever I do should basically be like within the realm of like confidentiality, like a doctor or some shit. Right. Now, it's not like I actually trust a security guard, so it's like if I'm doing some crazy drug or something, right, I'm gonna just hide it from the security guard. I don't want him to fucking know any. It's not like I actually expect him to keep his mouth about shut, but it would be very jarring if I turned on a podcast one day and saw the security guard just running his mouth about me.
I never worked with him.
Right. I'm just saying in general.
Well, honestly, I barely told anything.
So there's a lot of stuff.
I could really get crazy, and like if I wanted to really break the internet, I could.
I feel like I first got introduced to this archetype of like a security guard who's deciding to turn the tables from I forget his name, but the dude who was talking about young boy getting ran up on in the hotel lobby.
Dread.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did that inspire you a little bit? No. So, like, if anybody inspired me, I would probably say, like, I had this plan since 2018. So I already had the plan, like, when it's time, I'm going to cash in on my story because as soon as I ask people for your number, I get long paragraphs. Man, bro, you've been a great friend to the family and thank you for everything. You shouldn't want to talk to Adam. People offering me gifts. Right. So people rather offer me gifts than throw me an alley-oop. That starts to make you angry, especially when it's people walking the street who a lot of things they was able to avoid because they hired me. So I can't get Adam number, so I can just promote what I got going on. I'm trying to get my boy Duga a record deal. Y'all can't help with that? Oh, no, man, and all this bullshit.
Because, there is also an expectation that like a lot of security guards don't even really have social media or they're pretty low key about it. Like now we kind of live in this crazy age, not even necessarily like you and shit, but like what's his name, Kane, the one who knocked out the dude at the party for Jack Doherty. Right. He's kind of like a low key celebrity at this point, just from being around so many celebrities and rappers over the years.
The world has changed. Yeah, the world has changed. I remember when you doing security for somebody, the cameraman would avoid putting you on camera, and if you was in a picture, they crop you, edit you out. They don't do that no more. Because, you know, I was with Iman Shumpert in Cleveland when they won the championship, and I was doing my own thing outside, doing the rap stuff, doing, you know, being in the street, and like people was running up screaming "Big Homie." You feel me? I sent you this video.
Yeah, I feel like that's a liability for you at a certain point. Like it's gonna be kind of harder to do the job when you have that much attention coming your way.
It depends on how elite you are at your skill set. Really.
For sure, if you following ASAP Rocky around and you start getting more photos taken of you than him, that's
He's gonna get pissed off.
Yeah, like him just as a random example, but
most of them get pissed off. So the people you consistently see me with, they cool. They don't get mad. I'm gonna do my job at the highest level. Period.
Right.
Because I always got Dugas with me, and I always got a team. I got a whole staff with me at all times. So if you paying me to come out, yeah, bro. Like I'm not coming to the basketball game. I might be in the family and friends room, but we not at the we outside, bro. Like call me when it's dangerous.
Right.
I don't want to hang with your celebrity friend.
For somebody like me who I don't wear jewelry, I don't really buy fancy clothes and shit, but for sure, like if I'm at a party and I got a dude who looks like you following me around, it just feels like a flex. Like, okay,
absolutely.
Everybody in this room, if they don't know who I am, they're probably looking at me like, why does he need someone like that following him around?
Once you become a millionaire, you are immediately in danger due to the fact that now you at risk of being kidnapped for ransom. This type of stuff happens all the time. It just don't get reported because this goes to the FBI. The FBI don't broadcast this type of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, so you're not finna be, if a multi-millionaire guy gets grabbed by some people, yeah, he have money. So then if they grab you, they have somebody in your family as well. So you have immediate incentive to pay them so you can get out this jam. That's how this game goes. Like, you know, I'm not gonna follow you around at the club all the time unless there's an immediate threat on your life.
Okay.
Because whenever I take a job, I gotta do a threat assessment first.
Right.
So I can assess the risk and mediate that with the pay.
But don't you want a guy who's like not in a ton of risk? That's an easy job, right?
Yeah, the problem with easy jobs is you're just there to make him look good to get chicks.
Sometimes, or it could be just like a very low probability chance of something happening to him. Like I've had security however many times and nothing, not like anything ever really happened. It's not like I actually think anybody's trying to kill me.
But there's a lot of people that they are.
Yeah.
That's the thing with being a bodyguard.
Right.
You got people who do general security, and then you got somebody who's literally here to be in between you and the gun.
Right. Like no matter how famous I am, a guy with $50,000 around his neck, I feel like is just always going to be such a bigger target because it's just an immediate opportunity. You stick a gun in that guy's face and he gives you the chain and you just hit a lick. Whereas me, you got to kidnap me. You got to go through this whole process, this ransom. You got to know who I am. Like for starters, a lot of criminals are fucking idiots. They don't necessarily know who they're even looking at when they're out in public.
And see, that's the thing, right? Like you got an optimistic personality about this.
This is true. Yeah, I never had anything really bad happen to me. So.
Right, because who have you really pissed off?
Bunch of weirdos.
Are these guys typically dangerous people with a lot of money?
Dangerous, maybe. A lot of money, no.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You feel me? You don't operate as a street guy.
Right.
So you're not going to be held to street rules. And then at the same time, for somebody like you got to run a script. Oh, yeah, we got Adam in this hotel room, passed out with somebody he shouldn't be there with. By the time he wakes up, that person's gone, but they have the photo. And then they can threaten you with a video you don't know you was passed out. And so now, let me get this guy this 200 grand he's asking for so this all goes away.
Wow, that's crazy. That's some grimy shit right there.
That's the nature of the game.
I'll be the one out there saying, hey, they drugged me. I don't know what the was going on. You see me laying next to this dude. I swear to God I didn't do it.
No. But how, can you risk that?
I mean, I feel like I've been through so much publicly that it wouldn't be the biggest deal to me. But if you're somebody with a clean image, that might be different. You might never get rid of that stench if you're fucking George Clooney and they got a photo of you in bed with a dude. Right. Actually, she's an actor. I don't know if even people hold them to that standard, but...
What if you in bed with a dog?
I sleep in my bed with a dog like most nights.
Okay. So then what if they say, oh, yeah.
Now, if my dick was in the dog.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's some grimy shit. Make a dude a dog for that check?
I've seen things like this.
For real? Wow. Okay, let's just go from the beginning because a lot of people probably aren't going to be familiar with your prior interviews. So where exactly are you from? Tell me a little bit about your early life.
Man, I'm from Chicago, South Side. Spent a lot of time in the hundreds, a lot of time on the low end. Real Chicago baby, for sure.
Okay.
Went to Ruggles, off 79th. Grew up in the Chatham-Gresham area, all through the city. All South Side, for sure.
You got into all the gangbanging shit or not?
Oh, yeah. We outstanding members, bro.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Nothing more specific than that?
Nope.
Okay, I respect it. But okay, what'd you do? Like, what kind of guy were you during high school? You getting in trouble? You got a record?
I was a athlete.
Okay.
And I took football as far as I could take it. College, and then after that, try some more stuff to go to the pros, little stints here and there. And that's when I converged to doing security because I knew all the athletes. So then I converged to the security business. You feel me?
What went wrong with football, though? You get injured or you just didn't think you had it?
My younger brother was a much better athlete than me. And I was getting injured and stuff like that. So it's like, you know what? Let's push him as far as we can with the sports and let me continue doing what I was doing. You feel me? Freshman year of college, I had a brand new Escalade. You feel me? Only freshman on campus with that type of shit. I was always getting active, bro. You feel me? Like, so, yeah, it was just... football, this is why I don't even do security for football players no more because after a certain age, they all go crazy.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, because my homie Sergio Brown, who recently allegedly just killed his mom and all type of stuff, this was my homie, bro. Like,
really?
All my birthday parties, all the events, my business partner, all type of things, and all of a sudden one day I seen him, bro, and he had this look in his eye.
Right.
And I know a lot of guys like that who got that look in their eye now. They crazy now. So like, I'm like, man, you playing football, I used to read books. After a while, you can't even read books no more. Like, you just like, damn.
That's crazy because I come from the BMX world and like people have a lot of head injuries and shit, so it's kind of similar to the football thing. And I've seen a lot of them unalive themselves and other wild shit over the years, like especially dudes who come from like the vert world where they're getting a lot of concussions and shit. And I've seen a lot of them get really up.
The brain is not supposed to take trauma like that.
Yeah.
And then they call you soft if you lay down because a couple of days because you got concussions and then repetitive concussions, you're going crazy, bro. I've never seen nobody not do it.
How tall are you?
6'6".
6'6". So I Googled this the other day. If you're 6'3", I'm 6'3". If you're 6'3", you're in like the top 4% of people on Earth in height. So I would imagine if you're 6'6", you're probably in like the top 1%. So it's like from as soon as you start to be really fucking tall, you probably just had people talking to you about sports nonstop, right?
Then my family, my uncle 6'7", 6'8", my uncle Pete 6'10". They had to bury him in a piano box.
Right.
He was so big. You feel me? Uncle Pete the men in my family, giants, bro.
Yeah.
My dad played in the NFL. My Uncle Jay played in the NFL. Like we got athletes galore.
Okay. So was it tough when you decided that you wanted to step away from the pro athlete dream, or was it kind of easy for you to take?
Yeah. So it was easy for me because I'm not really trying to run around sweating with dudes all day. You feel me? Like I'm trying to get some money. I'm trying to ride in the Benz. Like I don't really like sweating if I don't have to. And then like running in the heat all day.
You gotta really love that shit if you're gonna make it in sports long term, huh?
You gotta be a special person, bro. You gotta be able to get through junior high, Pop Warner, high school, college without debilitating injuries. You feel me? That's why
you got to be a genetic freak, basically.
For sure, bro. And I was like, man, these dudes are all more athletic than me.
You got to be a genetic freak, and then you also have to have a crazy ass work ethic to take it to the furthest level you can.
Yeah, bro. You got to go to full psycho man mode to be able to compete at the highest level.
Yeah.
Because you get to a D1 school, it's 10 guys like you.
Yeah.
And everybody's good.
And for sure, like as a grown man, I could see like it sounds dope and like yes, do work hard, practice 8 hours a day, etc. But for sure, if you're like a 20-year-old kid who wants to bitches and get drunk and hang out and do normal person shit,
bro, you have no personal life.
Yeah.
And then you like, man, Now coach telling me I can't play because I punched the dude at the bar.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay. Well, guess what? me and phone them outside. Get to it. Okay. You ain't got all day for this.
So how do you get into the security world?
So honestly, bro, since I was about 17, 18, like guys in the neighborhood were like, hey man, come out here to the club with us, like doing little stuff like that. You feel me? And then I already had like a kind of a like vicious reputation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and then Dugas had a vicious reputation. You know what I'm saying? This is my cousin.
Oh, so you guys been around each other for a long
It's
time?
my cousin.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Locked in.
Definitely.
Yeah. So like,
So what? You were just violent from a young age?
yeah.
Just came naturally?
No,
to
it
you?
didn't come naturally.
You just had to, or
Well, here's the thing, right? So when I was a kid, my dad had bodyguards because he had threats on his life for things that he was doing.
street stuff?
Yeah, and some other things.
Interesting. Okay.
So, like one day the FBI come to the crib and they had to tell him it's a threat on his life type shit.
Right.
So he hires bodyguards. 2 of them dudes was with me all day. They got me watching torture videos, cartel shit.
Just randomly, that's what they were into?
Yeah, they was these like ex-army rangers, psychos. So like they got me watching that, and since I didn't cry, they just kept having me watch it. You know what I mean? They're like, yeah, you're gonna have a rough life. You need to know this. Got me in the alley, shooting cats with a 22 Derringer.
What the
Before school.
What the I hired you to do security, not to turn my kid into a serial killer.
But see, the thing is, like when I was a kid, I used to catch animals and like try to like dissect them and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So that kind of concerned my mom. So she would put me in little programs and stuff like that.
Okay.
So my mom spent a lot of time to keep me reeled in. You feel me?
Okay. But did you think it was extremely strange that your dad had bodyguards and stuff? Because I always wonder what my kid's going to think when she starts to like realize that I have security around me sometimes.
Yeah, it was strange at first until, we got to have a family meeting, your grandmother in there and your aunties and all them in there and people cursing them out. And then you seeing things like, who are these dudes following us everywhere we go? Like, why are they arguing with these other dudes everywhere we go? And like you seeing people putting blackout curtains up in the crib and like oh, they looking through the window, and then you will get a vanilla envelope to the door and it's pictures of you and your family, and like my dad going crazy about it.
Damn. Okay. So it was real from early on.
Yeah, it was always lit, bro. It was always cracking. You feel me? I never really got a chance to like be on no normal type of stuff, really.
Okay. So you get into the security stuff while you're still in college, or you like leave college and then get into it?
Yeah, so in college, I would be like getting little side jobs at bars because I wanted to make money, and then like I wanted to leave a certain hustle alone because going to a small town school in Charleston, Illinois, Eastern Illinois.
And coming from Southside Chicago, you're like, let's make some money.
Right. And then, I kind of made a mistake going there with that car. I bought my first car, go down there. And like freshmen can't have cars on campus. And then I got a fucking brand new Escalade 2007. Like, at that time, that was causing controversy for me. So like, I'm like, okay, everybody already think I'm a drug dealer. So let me go work at the bar. And then I liked it.
Okay. And who were you doing security for even at that time?
Street figures.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I would just, I would drive back home on the weekends and just work for guys in the city, go to parties with them, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, just, unbeknownst to me, you feel me? I'm taking $2,500, thinking it's just a good gig. I'm really at risk.
Really?
Hell yeah.
It's like more dangerous than you were giving it credit for?
For sure. For sure. Definitely.
Damn.
Definitely.
Okay.
It's a spooky world, bro.
It is. I guess doing security is like an easy route towards figuring out how spooky you can get, because you're sort of surrounding yourself with people who are attracting that element, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, because like, if somebody is becoming a millionaire, somebody's going to zero. That's just the way of the business. That's just how it goes. If one guy's a billionaire, several other people have been acquired and put out of business, you're going to have immediate enemies.
So what were the first dangerous situations that you encountered while doing this?
First dangerous encounter? Man, be careful here. Well, I'll say this. There was a situation where a very wealthy lady had became upset because her daughter, who was about 7 years old, had became victim to sexual assault by somebody in their family who was also very wealthy. And when she hired me, she hands me these purple sweatpants, and she asked me to look inside the sweatpants. And, you know, I see dried blood and like this like white like substance on the inside. You feel me? And you know, she had informed me somebody in her family had raped her daughter. And you know,
Sounds like she was hiring a hitman, not a bodyguard.
Here's the thing, right?
Awkward laugh. Put that in the notes, yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm a person
Yeah, okay, you go, yeah.
who you call when you need a situation to be fixed, man. Point blank, period. Like, I'm not finna just come out here and commit malice murder on your behalf because you offering me some money. You feel me? But if you want to seek retribution or you want this person to remember this, there's methods you can take.
I feel like most of the security guards I've had throughout my life, though, most of the ones I've met, if I told them, like, hey, I need you to exact revenge upon this person, I don't know. Probably seems like most of them would be on the other side of the law where they'd be like, nah, I'm a law-abiding citizen. But I don't know. I've never tried to get them to do anything crazy.
And that goes to show your character. Because I'm pretty sure you've had thoughts of people talking crazy. Like, you know what? I got an extra 10 grand right here. I can really rain on your parade.
Yeah, I have thought about that. Just never really went for it, yeah.
Yeah, if you think about it, just call me.
No, one time I was at a fucking music festival and I saw a dude
Break it down.
who had tweeted about me a little something.
What'd he say?
Yeah, you know, just like random hate. And
Okay.
I'm with a couple security guards. I'm with a couple other big ass dudes.
Right.
I'm just thinking, I'm like, oh man, I could put a little show on today.
Today's the day.
We don't even got to do anything to them. I could just back them down, just scare the shit out of them. But then I was thinking about, I'm like, would you do it if you weren't with all these dudes?
Right.
And if you do it to this one dude, well, logically, that means you should probably do it to like hundreds of other people who talk shit about you. Do you really want to be known as the kind of guy who does that kind of stuff?
And that's the problem.
I said, F it. No, leave it
That's the
alone.
problem. A lot of guys, they can't keep it controlled.
Right.
As soon as they feel that power one time, it's on. They done made a monster now.
Time will dull your ego if you're lucky, because that's not really like a great way to live your life, feeling like you deserve to be treated like a king.
Right. You got to be a free thinker to
Yeah.
escape your own thoughts. For sure.
But so, okay, had you already decided at that time, like, I'm willing to go outside of the law if it makes sense financially and whatnot? And obviously, like, somebody raping a fucking 7-year-old, I'm sure you just kind of wanted to get back on behalf of this person.
I never make an emotional choice. Business is business. Because if I get emotional, now I'm going to go outside the constraints that allows me and my team to remain safe and out of jail. So, you know, there are a lot of different methods that you can take that are within the constraints of the law, because what you don't know can't hurt me or yourself.
So you're saying that a lot of security guards would be willing to go outside the law if it made sense?
Yeah. But the problem is, that's not what they do. Their job is to be big, strong, and stand between you and these people. Yeah, that's not, you know, that's just one aspect of what I do. I'm retired now because, you know, once I come to the internet with this, yeah, I have to stop now, because then there's going to be several people trying to get me entrapped now.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, like now it's a lot different for me.
I mean, if somebody comes to you and says, hey, we want you to fucking kill a child molester, you got to be thinking like, well, I did just acknowledge that I was open to that idea on a podcast yesterday.
Yeah. But at the same time, though, our U.S. government is in Florida just made it the instant death penalty, you know what I'm saying, for this type of activity. Automatic castration.
Well, Trump was talking about how he wants to institute that, but that's not actually the case yet, is it?
Castration is, though.
Really, that is? Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
That's something that,
That's crazy.
that's something that's, could be arranged, but
What kind of castration they do? They can't just cut your dick off. What do they, like, go in and with your tubes on the inside or something?
so basically, right,
I'm sure they got their ways.
there's a, so let's just say, you know, you take a guy, he in a hotel room with a hot chick, he's naked. When he wakes up, his legs is tied to the table and to the bed, and you might see Dugas with a sledgehammer.
Dear God. That's a brute force way to go about doing it, I guess.
He'll never do it again.
Right. So what were you doing during this whole time period of his life? Like, I mean, you
He
guys.
was with me.
Oh, okay. So you guys always were sticking together on this shit?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Oh yeah, locked in since the beginning, man. Yeah, man.
For sure. Okay. So where do you go from there in terms of you're doing this sort of helping out these street dudes with security and whatnot? Where does it get more formal at a certain point?
it definitely did, bro. Because like once like ladies figured out that I stand on certain principles about protecting women and kids. Like once ladies figure that out, and in the hood, like ladies be having jobs, they probably a lot more responsible than other people. They pay top dollar to get things accomplished.
Really?
For sure, that was a big part of my business model for sure.
Never underestimate a Chicago chick, huh?
Yeah, ever. Our
They're
females
Don't ever do
killers,
it,
bro.
bro. Don't ever do it.
They some killers, bro.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Like all the things I be seeing take place in different cities and states, I be like, man, where I come from, this couldn't happen, boy.
Right.
The girls, they pull up on you,
Slam your
they
ass up.
slam you out quick, run you over in the car by themselves, and then get out and pop you.
I feel like I think it was FBG Cash or something who told me that like in Chicago, if you show up at a girl's house for a sneaky link and you don't got a gun on you, then they're basically gonna call you a bitch or look at you like you're a fucking
They go
loser.
like, what is you doing? Boy, your ass a third.
Yeah.
Better have that bitch on you everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, keep that bitch on you.
Okay. So yeah, I wanted to ask about that. Is like, what's your experience been with how women react to you? Because on one hand, it's like if it's you and the rapper's the one wearing all the crazy jewelry, and he's the famous one and shit. But then I feel like the security guard is more steady and stable and like a little bit more down to earth. So there's like a lot of things that a girl might like about and girls like being protected. They like feeling safe.
Bro, I've had famous girlfriends. I've dated some ladies that made other dudes hate me. They're like, what the? She with him? But you gotta think about it. You with this lady 30 nights in a row.
Right.
When her parents need to reach her, they calling you. Any type of confusion that she have, she's on ask you. Whatever hotel room she's in, your room was either connected, conjoined, or you on the couch. And then bro, girls love big dudes, bro. Like,
Right.
what? Love it. Like, the ladies be on me, bro.
And you're a steady presence. Like you're being paid to be consistent and to create this environment of safety. Whereas like a lot of rapper dudes and shit, they're tweaking off drugs.
For sure.
They're emotional as they're acting
sure.
super erratic. It's
They
like a
don't have
very
a lot of money.
different personality type.
And they don't have a lot of money either. Yeah, I haven't really met many rappers with money. Like,
Really.
cause whenever you see a guy with like the 100,000 stack, that's usually all he got.
Yeah, that's crazy. Running around with your last is insane.
But I see it all.
Front of that shit.
Seen it all the time, bro. Like and then like even like with that jewelry stuff, like
Right.
you know how many fake chains we got back? We have gotten so many. I'll get a call. I'm like, okay, I'm over here. I got to call Dugas.
Right.
And I'll call him. He be like, big fella, what's the word? What you need? I'll give him the info. A couple days go by, maybe a week. He'll FaceTime me dangling the chain. And then, he like, yeah, but hey, bro, this motherfucker don't check out. You feel me? They sent that loot. I'm like, yeah, they paid to get it back. You feel me? So, bro, people have paid us to get back change that's not even real.
Yeah, I was just watching Tyrese on the Breakfast Club talking about how he wears fake jewelry like on purpose because he's had so many bad experiences losing jewelry, and that's the dude who actually has money. So I can imagine that there's got to be a shitload of broke people out there rocking fake jewelry.
Bro, how many chains we lost? Bro, we know all about it, bro. That we done lost so many chains, grills.
My mama.
I used to wear a grill because we was in a situation one day and my teeth had got smashed. But they do got saved, really saved my life. You feel me? Because this right here come out.
Okay.
So
Oh shit. There you go.
yeah, this
Oh,
come
fuck.
out. You see what I'm saying?
What's
So
that called? That's not. It's just like an implant. Well,
It's a custom veneer.
okay, but you can just slide it in and out.
Yeah,
Okay. Wait. So what happened with that? Was it a shootout?
yeah.
How did that happen? Is that your
So-
first shootout? No, first security guard related shit.
This wasn't even. This was some outside of security shit.
Oh, okay.
Like the after effects of us handling some security business.
Right.
And then we was always doing rap shows. You feel me? Selling a lot of tickets and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? So like. Some jealousy had took place, some events that happened, and it was several bang outs behind that. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But my boy was on point. Oh no.
But what happened? You got hit in the fucking mouth with a bullet?
Basically, the car crash. My mouth gets smashed on the steering wheel. Glass gets shot out, cut my face, all type of shit, and. Thank God we had situational awareness, you feel me? You keep dangerous people around you for dangerous situations, and you can make it out.
Because it feels like there's two different types of security. There's the ones who are just going to keep you safe in the moment, and then there's the ones who are also going to help you like navigate the street politics, which
absolutely
doesn't matter for everybody, but for certain types of people, rappers and shit, that's probably a pretty important part. You had a show, somebody shows up, they're from a certain gang, and they got an issue with you. You need somebody around who's going to be able to speak their language.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be my brother's specialty for sure right there.
Okay.
Like, he always say, wherever gangsters is at, he at home. You feel me? So, like, when it come to scenes like that, you got to have a team. And, like I've said in previous interviews, you feel me? Like, if you come across our desk, like, no matter what is being said about you on the internet, if you come across our desk, you somebody that need to be respected, you need to be handled properly.
Right.
Point blank, period.
So you don't ever get a client and just immediately start looking at them like a lick?
No, because in our business, word of mouth is how you get gigs.
So if you a setup guard, that's not a good look.
Against the rule.
Yeah.
Like if something like that was to take place in the private sectors that we operate in, that's bad, and then that can become very dangerous for us because now you're dealing with people who got several $1 million in one account, in an expense account. You're talking about people who got a boat that's $30 million, man. You got to be highly calculated at all times. Like even when you having just simple conversations with these people, because the more richer the guy, the more he want to know about you.
Yeah.
So most times they say, "Yeah, so how's your family?" I don't have family. You got to tell them that.
Right.
And then if they say, "Yes, you do," now this person has truly vetted you and probably been having you under surveillance before he even hired you.
Right.
You got to think about that.
No, I'm in the same boat. I had somebody the other day, like, after the interview, kind of suggesting, like, yeah, you should get this person to do an interview so we can line them up. I'm like, listen, if I do that one time, no, they actually, they're kind of like giggling and shit, but it seemed like they're pretty serious. And I'm like, listen,
be cool.
People have been mentioning shit like that since the very beginning. That's the last reputation I want because I've never done that, but still, if anything ever happens to a person, people are going to start coming up with that rumor. So the least you can do is just not do it, because they're going to accuse you of it regardless.
We watch you get blamed for all type of activity.
Yeah.
I mean, and sometimes I'll send you a little stuff like, bro, why they saying this about you?
Right.
But you know how many people came to me? It's like, don't do Adam 22.
Wow. What do they think I'm going to do?
Bro, me and the guys was talking like, bro, what they got against, bro?
I can't get you to talk about anything that you don't want to talk about.
And that's the thing.
And if you hit me up afterwards and say, hey, I spoke a little too freely about this thing, can you edit it out? I'm like, okay, sure. I don't want to fucking ruin anybody's day. There might be some exceptions. Sometimes people do a whole interview and then they're like, oh, I don't want to mention the girl I was dating at the time.
It really must be fronting their own shit. You doing your job, they want to talk.
Coming onto a platform to do an interview,
right?
Aren't you able to set up what can be asked and what can't be asked?
I mean, for sure, you can say beforehand, hey, I don't want to talk about this. People do that all the time.
Okay, because, I got a podcast deal with Cam Capone.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
So did you see the episode where we had Jag on?
I started to watch it, but I'm going to be honest, that guy, he wasn't really keeping my attention.
Right. So in that episode, like, his thing was he feel like that Adam manipulates people in the street culture. Have you heard that before?
Yeah, and honestly, I find that argument so boring. That's why I think I X'd out of it. I'm just like, well, what are you talking about?
My argument to that is this. There will never be a day where you wake up and you see Adam crip walking with a bunch of gangbangers.
Right.
You're never going to see Adam walking down the street flamed up in no colors,
Right.
with a Draco.
People are always asking me to throw up different signs.
Have you ever done it?
No, but they'll be like, "No, it doesn't mean that. It means this." I'm like, "Yeah, it means that there. It don't mean that here."
See, unfortunately for you, due to your skin tone,
Right.
people will feel like they can try things with you.
Right.
But
But you think they would have killed me already if I was black?
guaranteed.
That'd have been on your ass.
For sure. If you was in Chicago,
Yeah.
oh well, bro, hold on.
Well, but DJU's all right. 16's all right?
Bro, it's not the same. Come on, bro. It's not the same. It's not the same reach. It's just not the same, bro. It's not the. And at the same time, bro, like our politics is way different than out here. Like,
Very true.
Way different, bro. Like, you know, it ain't no such thing as like, oh yeah, come to the hood, get a DP.
Right.
What?
Come to the block and get switched down.
Bro, you tell one of the guys, oh yeah, you in violation, come over here. Oh yeah, y'all stay right there. They finna pull up and switch your ass. They gonna nail you to the ground, bro.
All right, so I was at Crib Max hearing this morning, and somebody started comparing him to YBC Duel, who just got killed out of Philly. And I said, I'm like, okay, think about YBC Duel on my podcast. Naming 20 different dead ops, talking about 20 different neighborhoods. You listen to every single song, it's all these dead people. And I'm like, compare that to Crip Mac. Yes, Crip Mac said, F the Hoovers, okay. But I never heard him do a roll call of everybody who ever died.
Just name dropping.
Yeah, I'm like, in reality, California gangbanging is pretty respectful for the most part. You know, like,
sure.
Even when people get killed and shit, it's like,
They don't be dissing the dead.
it's
like
a little
that.
different, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, we wanted to avoid that, bro. Because, bro, I came to the internet 4 months ago. I done got a TV show deal. I done got a movie deal. I done got a podcast deal in a short amount of time. Because you look at all of these documentaries with all these drill guys, everybody's dead.
Right.
You see
Super
what I'm saying?
sad when you think about Chicago and like what it could be like if all these dudes weren't dead.
But Chicago is the most toxic, dangerous place you could ever be. Because now that everybody Opps is dead, everybody on each other now. Everybody hood is beefing with each other now. You feel me? So like, you know, to all the kids watching, go to school, get you a woman, get you a trade, start you a business. Don't get tricked off the street. I know a lot of shorties right now locked up for murder that went to jail as a virgin.
Oh Lord.
Think about that. You got an elbow and you a virgin.
Sad.
Come on, man. Imagine you got locked up for life and you didn't even get what? You never had sex?
What a way to live.
You a what?
You remember how bad you wanted to lose your virginity before you lost it?
Hell yeah.
It felt like the most important thing in the world.
Like you put together resources for that. Like,
Yeah. In high
today's
school,
the day.
high school was like the kids who had had sex and the kids who hadn't. For sure, if you had already done it,
knew
you were
the
looking
virgin.
at the other side like,
You knew the
man,
virgin crew for sure.
they ain't like me, man. I had sex 2 times. I'm feeling myself.
Yeah, you the man. That's a fact.
Yeah, we
That's
forget
a
about
fact.
that shit. Yeah.
Those good days though.
But okay, so you don't like to identify too much about your background and shit because obviously I was trying to get you to tell me where you're from earlier and you're trying to leave that out. It's like you don't want to be all political
if
with
Duga
it.
want to talk about it, we'll talk about it. Well, ask Duga.
Duga, where you from?
We 7,600, man. But you know, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Really, he answering shit pretty good right now. So I'm, you know,
Fact.
yeah, we gonna keep it like that. We
Gonna keep it like that,
We
bro.
7,600 though. We double G, Goo Gang, double C Code Click. You know,
That's
Okay.
us. That's us.
Cool.
just like that.
So okay, you start to get more into the game. You're doing more official gigs and stuff. What kind of
sure.
people you start working with once the street dude phase starts winding down?
Well, I'm most known for being with Iman Shumpert. I'm most known for being with my boy Ari Styles right here. You know, being around Tayana Taylor, being around, you know, I was with Will I Am before.
Really?
I've been around Lady Gaga. I've been, you know, I was with Rocky Fresh when he was signed to Rick Ross. I was with Lil B, the bass god.
Really?
Moved around with him a lot. That's
Doing
my
what kind
boy.
of stuff for him? You weren't with him at Rolling Loud when
Now, see, that's the
You
thing.
be rocking them?
I could have been there.
yeah.
I could have been there. But he ain't reach out.
He is like a dude who has such a peaceful vibe about him that I think I speak for everybody when we were pretty shocked when that happened to him just because you never thought that he was the kind of guy who was going to be a target.
But you know, you just said it right now, bro. Rapper dudes are super emotional. They like females. So like when I watch it, it's a show called Baddies.
Right.
That's how rappers are.
I seen one episode and I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I was watching that shit at I was at a salon one day doing security for this lady. Her salon do a lot of money. So when the Brinks person comes, she want me to be there until the Brinks guy comes because she had a situation before.
Okay.
And yeah, I see how the show was going down. I was like, what? Yeah, that's how rappers are. They like the little females on there fighting and like arguing.
Right.
They just want to kill each other though. So, like,
So what's it like doing security for somebody like Will.i.am or Lady Gaga? Who
Beautiful.
They don't. Yeah, it's got to be pretty chill, right?
it's smooth, it's beautiful. Like it's not, you not finna be in a situation where here we go, here come 40 gangbanger dudes who want to press you for a feature. You feel me? Like, yeah, it's way better. It's way smoother. Like,
So that's the kind of shit you got to navigate when you're dealing with rappers. Just
yeah, it's not
weird
even
street
really
shit.
worth it with rappers, bro. Like, it's not even really worth it like that.
Most of their ass be scary as hell.
Super scary. Remember Wiz Khalifa?
They come on this bitch and be somebody else.
Yeah, that's the one person that people got really annoyed with you for talking shit on because Wiz is like so beloved that people don't want to hear anything negative about him, huh?
They killed Jesus as well, though, so it's all good.
Yeah, Wiz
Black
is kind of
people
like
kill
Jesus.
people,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's got a Jesus vibe.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I'm just telling my story, bro. Like,
Right.
you feel me? Like, if you get caught in the crosshairs, so what?
But what was the shit that happened with Wiz that you reported on?
Bro, we was in the club. Me and bro was somewhere else doing our own thing. We get the call. They say, look, Wiz is coming tonight. Keith, we need you here. I'm like, okay. We pull up. Me and him have a mutual homie. My boy Dan Folger. Shout out Dan Folger. You feel me? From Shop GLD. You feel me? He was Wiz photographer. So when we see Wiz in there, we go into the section. We just post up next to him. The club owner says, Keith, chill right here. Make sure nothing happens to Wiz. I'm like, all right, cool. Now, mind you, I'm in a suit. You feel me? Like, we not even moving like this. We in a professional setting. So, man, I asked him, I said, yeah, bro, is Dan coming? And he just looked at me and just made this look like. And then Dugard walked up on Chevy Woods, you feel me? Chevy Woods handed him the rolling paper, you feel
Chevy
me?
Woods, he smooth.
He's smooth, you feel me? So he chopping it up with Chevy Woods. I'm just standing there, just ghouling out, you feel me? And then the man got creeped out, bro, you feel me? He get up and leave before he perform, you feel me? So the club owner, Barris, shout out my boy Barris.
Why did he leave? He thought some spooky shit
Barris
was gonna
came-
happen.
The owner of the club, my boy Barris Hermaydon, my boy from Turkey, he said, Keith, you made Wiz leave. I said, bro, how can I make him leave, bro? You the one told me to be here, bro. Why ain't y'all? He said, we told him you were keeping the section safe. You made him leave. He said he gave them their money back and left.
Shit, Chevy Woods walking around everywhere with our ass though.
He was kicking it with us the whole time. It was smooth.
But you think Wiz was scared? He wasn't just bored?
He definitely
How
was.
is you bored if you got
uncomfortable.
booked to perform?
Right, yeah.
But a man looked at me and he said something to the owner. And he said, Keith, you made Wiz leave. I'm like, how did I make him leave?
So he might have thought you had goon vibes. You were coming off a little bit too goonish.
I wasn't even talking. I wasn't even talking.
Right.
I said, what's up, bro? Is Dan coming? And I guess the fact that I knew Dan, he's like, why would he know this white dude from Pittsburgh? Or how would he know Dan? And that shit creeped him out.
Really?
He got up out of there quick as hell.
Damn, that's crazy.
Shout out Wiz, though. I see you doing the karate, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah, he's heavy on the MMA.
Yeah. That's good.
That's good for your mental health, though.
For sure.
You ever do jujitsu or any of that shit?
For sure. Jiu-jitsu, Krav Maga.
Feels good after that workout. It drains you like nothing else.
Yeah, because jiu-jitsu, like, you got to roll with people, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's a full body. You see
It's
what
like
I'm saying?
it's got to be hard for you to find somebody big enough to train with, though.
Yeah, so, like, I usually would have to go against my brother. Because me and him close in size, so, like, yeah.
Right. What about Ghostface Killer? You were working for him for a while?
I was around Ghostface Killer one time.
Oh, okay.
50-yard line, Chicago, Illinois. It's the name of the club. My boy Danny, his people own the 50-yard line. They say, but we got Ghostface Killer booked up here. We need you to come through. Boom. That was the only time I ever say the was around them.
Oh, okay.
But some of the people that was there, that was around them, was like, you know, when you get around these guys, bro, they be talking a lot of shit about each other.
Oh, really?
For sure. He wasn't saying nothing directly, but it was some people there.
People around him were just spilling shit that you shouldn't know.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
When you somebody bodyguard, bro, they confide in you, bro. It's like that 6, 7 a.m. ride home after the night's over. You know, some nights you don't get lucky. You feel me? You coming down off whatever substance you on, and man, people tell you things.
So, have you always been mostly sober? Well, actually, you're drinking alcohol right now, but like when you're on the job, have you always just considered that extremely important to just stay totally sober? Or?
No.
Hell no.
No, I'm gonna have a drink. If you need me to drive, hire a driver.
Okay.
We
I'm
off the
gonna have a drink.
Goulet.
You gonna see this double cup with the Kool-Aid in it?
You know?
And yeah, like I'm gonna have a drink, point blank period. Like if you don't like it, hire somebody.
Or like a drink, not 5 drinks or 10 drinks?
No. I'm I might order my own bottle of champagne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't gotta buy it for me. I'm gonna order my own bottle of champagne.
But you don't want to be viewed as getting shit-faced?
I can't get shit faced. I'll die, and I'll get you killed.
What?
I'm 400 pounds, bro. I can drink 3 bottles of champagne and be sober.
Really?
Hell yeah.
What the fuck? I'll take a couple shots and I'm pretty loose.
How loose you be getting?
I don't know. I'd be talking crazy. I probably wouldn't be a very, like, if I was doing security for someone, they probably wouldn't be too confident in my skills.
What's your version of talking crazy? Let me hear you talk crazy.
No, I'm not going to talk crazy, right? That's what I do. I talk crazy on the podcast. I'm not going to be throwing up signs or anything. I'll be talk a little reckless.
Okay, all right. Let's hear you talk a little reckless. Let's just say right now, guy comes in here and says, you know what, Adam? You're a piece of shit. What you say to this guy?
Well, actually, I got something over here in case somebody does that. So,
what you got?
Nothing. But
I know a CCW carrier when I see one.
But okay, so sometimes I've had security. And they don't. I never really see the security drink, but I'll see them like kind of secretly hit the blunt, begin a little low key high.
I can't hit.
That's what you don't want to do.
No.
Really?
My bro just told that to somebody earlier. Earlier today.
Gotta be on point.
No, that's against the rules.
Kool-Aid only. That's all we drink.
A little cup. We stack the cups up like this so the ice don't melt. You sip the same drink for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then at the same time, like something that we learned, it's easier to keep control of the scene if you're the one pouring the drinks, man. Like that's something that we had to learn. It's like, man, you know what? When the waitress pour the drinks, the females get to fight, and then somebody get hit with a bottle. When we pouring the drinks, I know how many he had. I know how many she had. Okay, cool. Now I know she finna start getting twisted. Let's go ahead and put her over here. Now she got to go get her to an Uber. You know, everything is strategy, man.
Yeah, because when they start bringing the bottles out of the club, it can be tough, especially if they hand you a drink that already got a mixer in it. Like, is this the equivalent of 1 shot, or is this the equivalent of like 4 shots?
That's something you got to be wary of.
Yeah.
If you are a high status person, because a lot of times when they send you the comp bottles of champagne, you don't want the cork pop. Because I've been in a lot of situations where wealthy people, bro, have got their bottles spiked.
Really? Before they even get their hands on it?
Yes.
Really?
And then now they're in a situation where, oh, yeah, so-and-so did this, that, and the other. Now there's a lawsuit pending. It's all a setup.
Right.
You annoy one person in the club, they'll run a scheme on you. You gotta have a certain amount of money though to be victim to this.
Right.
So I done been to places where, the table minimum was 500,000.
Jesus Christ.
And when you in parties like that, better be on your P's and Q's, bro. Because rich dudes, rich females, savages.
Really?
For sure, bro.
In terms of setting each other up and shit?
Schemes going on, bro. Scheming is going on.
That's wild because you always hear girls talk about getting their drinks spiked.
That's real, bro.
But
I broke people's jaw over that.
I have never known a dude who ever talked about spiking a girl's drink, and I just feel like I would have heard somebody talk about it over the years. Sometimes I feel like girls are just dehydrated and they just go to the club, and them drinking 1 or 2 shots is the equivalent of them getting their drink spiked.
It's happened to me before.
It happened to you or to a woman that you were with?
To me.
Really?
I have sipped a bottle of champagne and blacked out.
Wow.
Literally blacked out to the point where the police got me in the back of the police car like, hey, can you hear me? Like, dude, you've been wild in the out. I'm like, yeah, where's my people at? Yeah, everybody's up. I'm like, oh, okay. That happens, bro.
That's scary.
Very scary.
Damn.
That's why, we follow certain protocols. Shine that flashlight at the bottom of that bottle.
Right. Yeah. Because there was a situation where you like had to beat some guy up for what was he, hitting on a woman, or did he try to spike her drink or something? That was a NFL player that you got into it with.
Oh yeah, he almost knocked me out too.
Oh shit.
He was strong. I had to get wild with him. He was mad as hell. Yeah. So basically, his baby mama was getting $2,500 a week. He was pissed off about that shit. He couldn't let that go. He didn't want to let that go. And then one day, bro, she was a model, a Ford model. You feel me? But she was real calculated. But like, she would always make sure that whenever she in the penthouse or something, I'm in that first little room right there. Man, one day, I hear some screaming, kill her, help me. I come out, he roughing her up.
Oh wow.
I had to get crazy with him. It was him and his brother.
But so she had you in a totally different room, or just like in the same house?
I'm in the same. It's a penthouse. It was a penthouse suite, bro, and it was like a little small room. I guess it was normally for like the housekeeper. I guess. I'm in that room, and yeah, I come out. He hitting up with the Homer Simpson.
Wow.
I had to go ahead and demonstrate real quick.
Right. So. Is it a weird decision? Because it's like,
no, I'm getting paid too much. I'm finna make you pay today.
So she's paying you, so you're gonna go 100% on him. What if it's like they're paying together, and you just are doing security for a couple that happens to be abusive towards each other?
Right.
Does that change how you view it, like depending on who's paying?
I've never been in that situation.
Okay.
I wouldn't even take that type of gig. You feel me? Because I'm not finna be in a situation where, oh yeah, if your boyfriend beating you up, I'm not even gonna be in that situation because, that get tricky. But the situation was, she was getting $2,500 a week from him.
Okay.
Half of that was going to me. He was pissed about that, and then, yeah, it escalated. Cause his brother like a politician or something. You feel me? Yeah.
So Ant, who did security for Adin Ross and Ski Master Slump God and shit?
Yes.
So him and Adin are in a lawsuit now, and when I was looking at some of the details, it said that Adin was paying him $25,000 a week. That was very shocking to me. That is a security guard getting $1.2 million a year from their client stood out to me as kind of insane.
No, that sounds about right.
Do you think that would be him being around like all the time?
You on 24-hour call.
Okay, so he's sleeping there. He doesn't really have his own life. He's 100% making sure that you're held down.
Yeah, so I got a different cell phone. It's a little small flip phone. It's in my bag right there. If that phone rings, I have to immediately leave from here and go wherever they tell me to go on that phone.
Really?
Yes.
And this is because of one client?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why it was hard to get the interview.
Okay.
Because, like, man, I don't want to have Adam clear his schedule, and then I get there, and then, oh, yeah, sorry, but I got to go. That's not good professional courtesy at all.
Okay. And so this is a secret who this person you have this relationship with is
Absolutely.
right now? Okay.
Absolutely.
And how much of the time are you actually there if you're on call all the time?
It could be once a week. It could be 60 days straight.
Really?
It all depends.
Because for me, as somebody who's a cheap, one of the weirdest feelings is when you have security. Like, let's say you have security because you're going to go to a pop-up and then a party. And then, like, the party doesn't happen and, like, the pop-up gets all fucked up and, like, you don't really feel like doing anything, but then you feel like, shit, well, I kind of have to because I'm paying this fucking security guard. That's like a weird feeling to be like, damn, like, now I just want to go back to the crib and sleep.
Right.
But I already know I'm on the hook to this dude, so am I supposed to just find shit to do because I have this guy?
No, okay, all right. Let me ask you a series of questions real quick.
Sure.
Has your life ever been in danger?
Not really.
Has anybody ever attempted to pull an act of violence against you?
Yeah.
What about your family?
No.
When you say you're a cheap,
Right.
do you mean you're cheap when it comes to certain things, or you just try to keep a certain price point on anything you're paying for?
I try to be very mindful of every last dollar that I'm paying.
Yeah, because this place is not a cheap place.
No.
So I wouldn't say you're a cheap person because I'm sure you ride motorcycles?
No.
I'm sure you don't live in a one-bedroom condo.
No, I got a house.
Right. Okay.
And even this spot, it's like this is a business decision. End of the day, to be able to use this to make content. But on the other hand, like, you know, it's not like I have like an extra house.
For sure.
You know, and if I did, it would be 100% as like an investment.
Okay. So if somebody poisoned your wife,
Oh boy.
and your kid had a stalker,
Oh man.
would you still be a cheap?
No, like that's the kind of thing that
Exactly.
you would immediately be like, any dollar amount, it's all
Absolutely.
good. Whatever you got to do,
Absolutely.
you know.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You feel me?
People who have those kind of situations, all of a sudden, shit's different.
I've heard guys call themselves cheap until somebody choked their wife out.
Yeah.
And then they get pictures in the mail of their kids at the park. They not cheap no more.
Yeah, I can see that.
Have your business ever put anybody else out of business?
Not, I mean, on YouTube, I guess there's always kind of a little bit of that dynamic going on, but not specifically. I don't think there's anyone who feels that way.
You and I could probably agree that most YouTubers aren't really successful enough to be able to say they have made over $1 million.
Maybe lifetime, but very few make like $1 million a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not in a business where you gonna really create powerful enemies. So, you know, you'll be thinking like, you know, I done paid the security guy, and I'm gonna hang out a few more hours a day because I already paid this dude. Yeah, I'm not giving him this 600 extra bucks for nothing. I can see that. But if it comes down to it, you know you're gonna spend the right amount of money for the right amount of a threat.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Who's most likely to feel that way, though? Is it like weed dealer type guys, drug dealers in general?
The CEO of Raw Paper, you ever heard about him?
Josh.
Yeah, he don't even come out the house. He spend millions a year on security because he have cornered the market.
Yeah.
People are out of business. If he dies, the market opens back up. Are you familiar with the substance called kratom?
Kratom, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I've invested in some companies, you feel me? I end up in champ shows and stuff like that. And at the last champ show, you know, it was about 700-800 people outside protesting this one guy. Simply because the place in the country where he manufactures his kratom, a couple hundred people died out there on his property.
Wow.
And he say, oh, my competitors poisoned them. I'm not a killer. His life is in danger because of his business.
Wow.
He spends a lot for security. It's all about circumstance, bro. It's all circumstances.
Right.
For sure.
Definitely. So, okay, how old are you right now?
35.
35. So you were doing security for the whole of, like, since you were in high school, or
Yep.
since you were early in college?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what was like, was there any turning points that made you kind of want to step away from it? Or like, what were the biggest situations that came up over the years?
You know, bro, after several violent altercations, you know, I got this tattoo right here. So each one of these was a situation where I could have died.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? So I say God gave me 9 lives. I'm down like 1.5 now. You feel me? I'm trying to get married, have a cat, you know, give me a kid. You know, your body can only handle so much. You feel me? You know, my right hand man, he's a father now. You feel me? And you know, if Dugas saying, hey bro, we got to sit this one out, you got to listen to that. Because this dude.
So from your perspective, security is just an existential threat to your livelihood. Like, this is not how you want to grow old.
No, hell no. Hell no.
It's too crazy.
Yeah, bro, and people have changed. The world have changed. I remember when people would cross the street when they seen us. I remember when little dudes wouldn't even dare even speak to me disrespectful. Now, it's like, dude, I'll crush you, bro. You can ask my boy Brian right there. We was in the club recently, and a guy like this tall, bro, like, come asking me, do I want to fight for money? I'm like, dude, what? I'm a lion, bro.
Where do you think that confidence came from?
Bro, people see you on the internet, and he know he probably a shoot. But the problem is with that, I don't think your aim better than mine.
Right.
You feel me? You ain't never went trained to go shoot before. You never did room clearing drills. You never did no type of firearm disarming groups.
Right.
You ain't been in Krav Maga doing none of that. You come against me, man, you going in the blender.
But so, can you tell the energy when there's like a 120-pound dude and he's acting super tough with you, and you're just like, oh, he definitely got a bunch of guns on him or something? Yeah.
So you can always smell it.
Right.
Because look, bro, in the line of work I work in, any room that I walk in, I have a plan to kill every man in that room, just in case. I don't want to harm them. I don't want to harm nobody. We don't want that to happen.
Sit.
Like this dog right here, this is a poodle, right?
Poodle Saint Bernard mix.
Right. Now, poodles historically are some of the best guard dogs to ever live.
Really?
Right. These are things you know in this field.
Okay.
But see, the problem is, the average guy, this dog would murder that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this dog wouldn't stand a chance against me.
This specific dog is basically retarded. He's not capable of anything. He can't catch a ball. He can't bite a dog. He can't do anything.
If somebody got up here and slaps you right now, that dog gonna do something. The dog,
I feel like he would just bark.
Demanded to come in the room.
I mean, he like when the guy comes to drop off my meal prep, he'll bark a little bit at the door, but he's not really doing shit. What?
This is in his genetics.
Yeah.
His back is to you, and he's surveilling the whole room, bro.
I think you're giving him a little too much credit, but okay.
I'm not giving him no credit. I'm just telling you what's happening. You gotta come kick it one day. I'll show you some shit, bro.
Let's do it.
All right, but we're gonna line some stuff up. I want you to see how it's like in our world.
Well, yeah. What would a day with Big Homie CC be like?
So first thing, we gonna always start off with a meal because we gotta have fuel to get the day going.
Oh yeah.
You know, we're gonna do some firearm stuff. You feel me? You ever been to aggressive driving school?
No.
You might like that.
What is that?
BMX. Okay. So
They teach you how to drive crazy?
yeah, so you can escape.
Really?
You might like that.
I just wouldn't think there's a school for it.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
Really?
That'll be an episode.
Right. I have seen that though. Like one time I was with Blueface, and he didn't have like security, but he had his homie who was like in charge of watching over him. And Blueface was driving like a goddamn lunatic, and the way his homie was driving in order to stay behind him and next to him was crazy.
Yeah, and I see. Yeah.
It was actually very
Blueface-
disrespectful because why the if you got a guy who's supposed to be following you to protect you, why the are you driving like that?
Well, you know, Blueface monetized his life, man. So you know, like a lot of things he's doing is to get clicks and paid. You feel me? So like, you know.
Yeah, but it's not like anyone was filming. We were like doing this.
shit.
This is like in between filming. Like we're filming, then we're going somewhere to film. What you do in between, there's no content being made, but he's driving like the biggest psychopath I ever seen.
Absolutely, that's crazy. So,
That's really in him.
what type of car was it?
I don't know.
All right, you gotta know these things.
Something fast. Yeah, I'm not a car guy. I don't know
okay.
shit about cars. Yeah. Did you ever have a relationship with like King Von, or what was your thoughts on his effect on Chicago?
I didn't have a personal relationship with him, but some of my homies did. You feel me? That like he was aware of the guys, they was aware of him. You feel me? It's been little altercations between them and them before. You feel me? You know, the effect that he had on like a lot of inner cities, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Cause you know you got like, cause I'm not gonna lie, if some of these little guys was our Opps, they all be gone on the weekend. I ain't gonna lie, it wouldn't even take that long. Cause like the stuff they be doing is crazy. Like,
Right.
so you know, like what you gonna talk about this? Yeah, bro, 'cause, bro, like for us, this is like when it comes to this type of shit for us, bro, it's gonna be major ramifications.
Trying to talk.
Right. King Von's music and everything, when you compare him to somebody like Bloodhound Lil Jeff or YBC Duel, it seems kind of like conservative in comparison.
I ain't never really heard many Von songs. I only heard one song that was talking about Tennessee or something like that.
Von made amazing music, and he definitely dissed a lot of Opps and shit, but he would do it like somewhat artfully, so it wasn't just clobbering you over the head. Like you could listen to a lot of Von songs and not realize how many dead people he's talking about.
He was a charismatic dude for sure.
But you listen to Bloodhound Lil Jeff, it's just nonstop death, beginning to end. It's pretty scary.
It might be scary to like.
It's just the combination of like seeing him snort Percocets in an interview. He weighs like 100 pounds. He's young as he's like bragging about killing people in all his fucking music and on social media and shit. It's just like a new archetype of like fucked up young dude.
But see, we would prefer to have an enemy like that than the ones we be having.
Yeah.
Like, all respect to him and the little guys doing the stuff on all of that.
Right.
You feel me? But that's like, we at a different level, bro. Like, that's like little kid shit.
Right.
Like, we don't even really acknowledge that type of stuff. Like, the fact that people be excited about that is crazy.
Really?
I'm like, bro, they ain't gonna lie.
Right. I feel like
We know what type of gun y'all got. Y'all showing us all of y'all shit, everything y'all got, where y'all be at, like.
if you're like a kid though, I feel like they're not really drawn to like a dude in his mid 30s who's somewhat responsible about who he's killing. They want to see the young psycho.
Yeah, bro. That's 50 Cent said it best. America's obsessed with this gangster shit. They love me.
That's a fact.
Yeah, everybody out here chasing that shit.
When 50 said that, he did not know what was to come.
No, bro. No, I don't.
He didn't know how crazy this shit was gonna get.
Well, somebody knew.
Right.
There's some people that know.
Yeah.
For sure. There's creepy things going on in the world, man. I don't know if people really prepare for like the real information, like, cause every time I go live on YouTube, it's like 8,000 people watching me talk. Like last month, like people watched me talk for like 20,000 hours just on live about none of this type of stuff.
In a month.
Yeah.
20,000 hours.
Yeah.
You want me to do the math on how many hours are in a month? Because I'm pretty sure it's not 20,000.
Over the last 28 days,
right?
That shit said 19,000 something hours.
Really? Oh shit, my phone's
I got 500 people committed $2,000 to my colony project. That's $1 million.
Right. 30 times 24, 720.
What?
That's how many hours are in a month, approximately.
When you go to YouTube Earn in the studio, they tell you how many watch hours you have.
Total hours, okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to know what mine is?
Let me ask you a question.
I never think about that, but on the main channel, 2.1 million watch hours.
Say that again?
2.1 million hours of watch time.
On your channel?
Yeah. That's the main channel. It's not the Clips channel.
Oh, okay. That's a lot.
Seems pretty solid. Been doing it for a long time.
For sure. How long you been doing it?
10 years, roughly.
Facts. Facts.
Okay. What do you know about Drake and the Weeknd's beef? You involved with this?
Let me tell you something about Drake, bro. Drake have made a lot of enemies because he go to great lengths to have sex with your wife.
That's what I always hear.
That's real, bro.
Yeah.
What's the dude, Jamie? You ever heard of Jamie?
Jamie.
He flew Jamie and his wife out the country.
Oh, I kind of vaguely remember this, yeah.
Dude, him and old girl engaged. They were together 8 years. They engaged, getting ready to get married.
Right.
Dude in the hotel room sleep. He wake up him and his girl and Drake in the gym working out. He ended up cuffing dude's wife. Their relationship come to an end. He kicked it with her for a little while, and then when he was done, he moved around.
Right.
What? You didn't put this man on a private jet out the country for a month?
Do you think most of your relationships that you've been in, that the girl would leave you for Drake?
I've only been in one relationship.
You think she's above that?
My girl never leave me for nobody.
Right.
I couldn't even have a girlfriend. This shit was too dangerous.
Really? You were in that much danger?
Well, how many of the girls got shot?
What?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
The fact that I'm on here right now got people up in arms. You think these people from a TV show with these cameras will be here for no reason?
Shit,
I only been on the internet 4 months.
Shit definitely ain't no bop.
So you think that basically so you're basically saying that you were involved in way crazier shit to the point where a lot of people wanted to kill you?
Hell yeah.
Shit.
What? Man, listen.
What?
Man,
Bro, but we blessed to be sitting in front of you, bro.
Really?
But we couldn't have believed. We still came like, what? We in here?
that's why you barely see me talking, Adam. You hear me? That's how deep shit is, you know.
But you're really pushing him as a rapper, right?
Bro, we've been doing shows for years, selling all type of tickets, CDs, and made thousands in the street off music. Dude got the truth. Go get that 7600 right now. That alone just dropped. Baby Gang Chief is out.
Yeah, all platforms, man.
I'm gonna check that out.
Do got
Yeah,
music
we stream,
on YouTube.
nice.
How you feel about Vaughn off 1700? You believe it?
Shorty, yeah, Shorty.
Yeah, shorty.
Yeah, sure. But so listen, bro. We in the Zest Monster era, bro. You feel me? So
Oh, you think he might have it in him?
bro?
But
It-
Zest Monster is kind of implying that they're like a monster. Like Busta Rhymes, he's a big ass dude. That kind of when I heard you use that term for him, I'm like, okay. But I don't know, with Vaughn off 1700, he's like
From
a
out west, we from out south. We wouldn't even.
we wouldn't even know nothing about him, really.
right.
Oh wait, I thought you was Vaughn off. I thought you was talking about Vaughn off. Oh yeah, the dude with the
glasses
with
and the
oh,
shady,
Yeah, Shorty.
I like his songs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He a good rapper.
I love how the down south rappers and the out west rappers in Chicago just act as if it's like a million miles apart. Like we don't know what's going on there. I don't know, man. This is
Bro, it's different worlds, bro. Like when you out south, like okay, so my boy right there from out west, Styles from out west. You see what I'm saying? He was signed to Fredo and Savage Squad.
right.
So they some south side guys. You see what I'm saying? So they like, man, he a out wester. They out west and out south, two totally different worlds.
Right.
And he a Shorty. We grown as hell, yeah.
Yeah, but
like
shout out Vaughn for 1700
Yeah,
though.
shout
I be
out
seeing
Vaughn,
people
yeah.
criticizing him because like little things he be doing. I think he be trolling. And a lot of the young guys just way more comfortable in like they sexuality and shit. Like they not under a lot of pressure to be overly manly and shit.
But you know what's the weird thing about Vaughn is that as far as I can tell, there's no reason to think that he's fake or full of shit besides he has glasses and his pants are too tight.
I don't think he's fake or full of shit at all.
But those are the only two things that people will swear in their comments that he's a bitch and all this kind of shit.
No,
but there's nothing besides the glasses and the tight pants.
That's Chicago, bro, and that's just the world, bro. Like, if dudes is not attracted to you, they gonna hate on you. Now. That's a fact.
But it is weird how like it's hard to imagine like rappers being good looking clearly matters.
Yeah.
But nobody like from the dude side would ever admit that.
Facts,
You know?
bro. I don't think Vaughn from 1700 is anybody you should be playing with. Period.
Right.
I don't get that vibe from him because I know a lot
You
of.
better not play with none of these shorties.
You better not play with none of them.
They gonna put shots on you.
Right.
They gonna nail you to the ground, bro. These boys got switches on faux necks.
Right.
What?
Shorty's got it right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like all that people saying Vaughn like sweet. Hey, okay, I don't see nobody playing with him.
But that there's one rapper who got indicted for like just posting a video on Instagram Live where he had a switch on his gun and he didn't even do anything with it and they got him for it.
You can't have no switch.
Yeah.
Getting seen with that shit.
You can't be posting shit.
That's federal.
Yeah.
ATF will come kick in your door for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it get treacherous, but you know, like we probably. How old is he?
He's pretty young, maybe early 20s. I'm not sure though.
So
Yeah,
look,
sure.
look at this right here.
Officially.
Check this out. This photo I posted,
21.
he 21. This photo right here I posted is from 2015.
Okay. Gucci scarf. Big blick.
Right. Now this is from 2015, bro. So how many, that's like 9 years ago?
Yeah.
9 years ago, how old was he? 11?
9 years ago, he was 12.
Yeah, bro, like we was outside 20 years ago. Like what they doing right now,
Right.
yeah, it's a whole different world, bro.
Right.
You know.
But you don't get the feeling of like, oh, I already did all that shit, or we already done all that stuff that you guys are just now getting to. You look at it more like shit is a totally different game at this point.
Yeah, we trying to stop.
Right.
We trying to like go conversion to something else. Like, you know, we don't get the luxury of being able to pull switches out on the internet. And
I
Yeah.
don't know.
we don't get to do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, like It get real dark in the things we get in. We do cruel business.
Even like 10 years ago, we were still in the era of all the gangster rappers thinking they could post whatever the they wanted on Instagram and Twitter, and it wouldn't come back to them. Now, granted, some people are still on that, but it used to be like really bad.
Yeah, it used to be crazy. Cause this the first time I went viral. When this shit happened in my face, like that's what really started like changing my life. Like Sean Cotton had posted me on Say Cheese.
Okay, and what was it exactly?
The shootout I was telling you about earlier.
Oh, all right, yeah.
That shit happened in 2018. When that shit happened, like he had posted it.
But what did he post? What was the title on it?
Chicago Savage rapper allegedly in a shootout, and some people possibly became deceased from it.
Oh, okay. And that got a lot of people paying attention to you even at that time?
1,000 followers to like 12,000 in a day. And then it just kept going. We was able to do like a lot of little rapper stuff with that, to turn the profit on all the projects, stuff like that. And then it just went hand in hand because, trying to convert it to entertainment. We knew a lot of people, but like a lot of people would be like, we'd give them a crease, but man, we don't really want to be. People be scared of us sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
But so you have all this shit going on now in terms of the new podcast and TV show, all this kind of shit. But if it came down to it and you were required to not required, but you decided you wanted to go back to just doing security full time, is there a version of that is like safe for you? Or is it like you're going to be drawn to work in environments that are high risk no matter what?
Yeah, it's going to be high risk no matter what, because once you're proven to be successful in those high risk environments, more people going to come to you.
And the pay has got to be kind of related to the danger, right?
For sure. For sure. Yeah, because, I was retired. Yeah, I was like actually like retired, like just like chilling.
It's crazy because there's such different levels of security. Like there's rapper security, and then there's like 60-year-old lady working security at the bank who you just kind of look at her like, what? Like, what is she gonna do?
That person's job is to call the police.
Yeah.
Like when you got the unarmed and armed license, that person's job is to call the law. Yeah, my job is to
stand on business.
For sure.
But so have you always been an armed security guard, or was there a time period where you were doing it without that?
I was never not armed.
Really?
Even if I wasn't supposed to be, I was always armed.
Right.
At all times, bro.
But there are a lot of security that basically don't carry, right?
Yeah. More power to them. I like what they doing.
And they popped up.
I like what they doing.
You'd never want to be in that situation?
Hell no.
What? We can't. Because people automatically know, doing them right there, you better be on your P's and Q's.
Right.
Sure. Sure.
When I was in New York, I had the security that was actually following me around on a fucking bicycle the whole time because we were out riding bikes in New York.
Okay.
And he was breaking it down to me, basically saying like, if you get security in New York, you need to be able to tell them, show me your gun at any given time, because there's a lot of dudes out there that are basically, he called them fanny pack boys.
For sure.
He's like, basically like there would be a lot of dudes out here claiming they're armed security, but they don't have a gun. They're just trying to get paid as if they had a gun.
They're going to bluff you.
Yeah.
They're going to bluff you for the cheese.
Right.
That's dangerous.
That is dangerous.
Lose your life.
But even though he said that, I didn't say, okay, show me yours. Him telling me that made me feel comfortable enough that I was like, I don't need to see it.
See, the fact that you got that in your personality.
Yeah, a little too trusting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right?
But, hey, it works.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But when I was in here with Ewall Samo and he was saying, like, he's talking about how fucked up the streets are, and he was like, how fucked up is it that I can't even go take a piss without bringing my gun with me? And I was like, damn, I never even thought about that. That shit is not coming with me to the bathroom. I'm assuming I'm going to have a minute or two to go grab it.
What?
Hell no.
Yeah, see, I haven't been traumatized enough.
I told you that bitch better be with you everywhere.
So look.
Everywhere.
I'm going to say something right now. I only said this on the show that's coming out. I can't make this shit up.
Uh-huh.
One day, I get an email. I had a Proton Mail account. Are you familiar with Proton Mail?
Oh, that's like an anonymous one for like drug dealers and shit, right?
Okay, so it's an encrypted email service.
Okay, yeah. I got a little too specific. But I've heard of it over the years, yeah.
Okay. I got an email from a guy. This is 2012. He wanted to meet me at a place called Lux Bar. He said he had a job for me. Said the job was paying $52,000 for 5 days. Up front, you get the entire payment. Right?
That's a good deal.
Yeah, okay.
Also, why the f would they pay you up front?
Listen to this. I meet up with the guy. He shows me a ID from the Pentagon.
Oh.
He tells me that he does not trust certain people that he works with, and that he needs me to keep him safe until he can testify in front of Congress.
Oh, wow.
Right? So then he says, Keith, I want you to look at this. Red flag off top, because how do you know my name? I never told you my name. Okay. He could have heard from somebody else, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. He shows me some pictures. He say, what does this look like to you? I'm like, man, it looks like a desert of some sort. You know, I see like some trucks. You feel me? He says, okay, so this is like a truck to you? Or some type of plow truck, something like that? He says, well, according to these measurements, this truck is 2 miles long. So I'm like, what? Okay. He asked me some more questions, showed me some more stuff. Another one was like looked like a protractor or something.
A 2 mile long truck?
That's what he said.
Very confusing.
All right. So I say, okay, so what am I looking at? He says, these pictures are on the surface of the moon. He say, my job is to scrub these pictures to make them available to get released to the public. So I'm like, okay. Then he asked me to sign an NDA. He pulled out a little folder, unfold the paper, say he want me to sign an NDA. I'm like, oh, okay. I always try to avoid that because to me it's like you're agreeing to something, right? Then the guy goes on to explain to me about some race of people who live at the bottom of the ocean. They have facilities there, and when I refused this job,
sounds like a Little Mermaid, but
until you hear these parts,
okay.
I refused the gig. He tells me someone's occupying our moon. I'm scheduled to testify as a whistleblower in front of Congress about this. Can you keep me safe until then? I had to turn the job down because as soon as I go outside, my car ransacked. My car, for about 3 weeks, my car get towed. I go to pick it up, they give it to me for free. Then, a lot of strange things was happening. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And, this guy testified in front of Congress.
And is he still alive?
Yep.
Sounds like if they were willing to do all that to you, that they would be willing to kill him too. Or something to him.
Yeah, so he has something called like a dead man script. So like if he was to die unexpectedly, some type of information would get released. So apparently that's what kept him alive throughout that process.
Oh, that's smart.
You know who Luis Elizondo is?
No.
Oh.
Who's that?
Luis Elizondo is a former CIA operative who just testified. Him and his co-workers are testifying in front of Congress about the same shit I'm just telling you about.
Really?
Are you aware that they're banning abortions because global birth rates are down to historical numbers?
But they're not actually banning abortions. They're just trying to limit abortions, right?
You know why?
Well, the population growth is a very serious issue.
So you aware that populations in places are collapsing?
Especially in places like China that had that one-child policy. Now they're fucked.
And now they're paying people to move there to have children.
Yeah.
That ain't suspicious to you?
Well, I mean, you need to replace the population if you want economic growth to continue.
By 2030,
let me see that lighter, folks.
if the population drops to 2.1,
There you go.
look, Damn, that's dope. If it drops to 2.1, that means population collapse, right? Are you aware that we are very close to a war with China?
Tell them good luck. We got the ultimate military. We're gonna drop bombs on them.
So, if they attack here, you don't think there'd be destruction on mainland America?
I don't really think they can attack here, right? We're surrounded by these giant bodies of water for a reason.
Do you know that there are Russian submarines 60 miles outside of Florida right now? Who are they allies?
Why don't they do something?
If they did do something, what's your first course of action?
Myself personally, I feel like I'm probably going to be pretty powerless
So you should probably have a plan, right?
to kill Russians who are invading our country.
You know,
I feel like I'm going to have to just trust the government. I know.
are you aware that you can
Sucks.
buy slots in bunkers?
Yeah, well, I've heard a little bit about that. No bomb shelter in my crib. That's something we're clearly lacking on. Can you even do that? You know, just dig a hole in the ground?
You own the property, you can.
I feel like we might hit a pipe or something. I don't know. There's got to be something down there, right? I don't know. But so all this stuff is shit that you've learned through your years in the game.
Yeah, but you'll be working with Army Rangers. Keith, you're a good man. I'm gonna tell you some shit. Listen to me closely. You need to do this. You need to prepare for this shit right now.
Damn.
Keeps me up at night, man.
Really? That's another reason you want to get out of it?
Right. And to spread my true message, which is like, look, we need to prepare for certain impending events. That book Imminent that came out, Luis Elizondo, you need to check that out, Adam.
Okay, I will. But a couple more questions. Who is the fakest celebrity that you've actually been around over the years?
Damn.
Now, when you say fake, what do you mean fake? Like jewelry fake, personality
The
fake?
real them does not align with who the people think that they are.
All of them.
Took the words right out of my motherfucking mouth.
All of them.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've really had that much of that experience. I mean, I guess I know some rappers who are like
You ain't
supposed to
never
be
had
tough.
to stay at their house either.
Yeah, true.
You ain't never had to take their kids to the daycare. You feel me? Like outside of my boy Shump, like a lot of people, weirdos. Straight weirdos.
It be scary as hell.
Scary.
Especially rappers. Be scary as hell.
Liars, just pieces of garbage overall. Like, I'm tired of it. You feel me? I'd rather be with my family, my homie. My favorite thing to do is kick it with George, like my girl. Other than that, I'm with bro somewhere, you feel me? Or filming. I'm always filming and shit now. It's cool.
Right.
But like all that celebrity shit, bullshit.
Yeah. It's like
Bullshit.
It's cool to be in the club, but it's not cool for that long.
People go to the club with people they're not even friends with.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
Especially now that I don't really get f***ed up like I used to. Going to the club is just so unbelievably boring.
How f***ed up you used to get?
Very.
You ever had a fight in the club?
I had a lot of fights in like bars, but by the time I got to the point in my life where I was really going to the club, not a lot, but I guess a few.
You gotta pop out. What else, Adam? We gonna get you off the goulet. You hear me?
What is the gula you keep
All right,
saying?
what's
Goulet?
the goulet? The goulet. all right.
Goulet.
See, we gangsters, you know.
Okay.
So it's kind of like what y'all do out here, like how the Crips and the Bloods.
So you guys are GDs.
Yeah, they take the C. We insane though, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
So it's like, you know how they take the C and the B off of everything?
Yeah.
We just take it off and we put the G on there. So I don't drink Kool-Aid. I drink Goulet.
Okay.
This Goulet, this shit, you know?
But you have a grudge against the K's, whatever the K is?
What you mean?
I mean, the Bloods are replacing C's with B's.
No, we don't.
Nah, we just Gouling, you know?
Okay.
We ain't got no problem with nobody, man.
Because you should be changing B's to G's.
No,
We changing all.
If that is what you want to do,
You
right?
know, ain't no Bloods in Chicago.
No, but it's the BDs. So you can change
No,
it to G's.
it's not.
No.
It
Okay.
ain't.
I'm just trying to put it together.
We ain't coolin', we ain't bullin', we Gouling, you know?
All right, that sounds good for
We
sure.
Ghoul gang.
Yeah. Ghoulin. That could be big. I could see the people going for that.
Shout out Top
yeah,
Gouling, man.
Shout out Top Gouling
Top
for sure.
Gouling, G Lemon, man.
Bro, shout out G Lemonade, bro. Shout out my boy G Lemon.
Yeah,
Boy, the real
we
boy.
the Goulers though, you know?
All right, yeah, I'm down to ghoul out.
For sure.
Oh, bro. Yeah, you gotta come Ghoul with us.
But you're still going to have to catch me on the Calcany.
Oh, some real shit. Crip Mac, my favorite person on the internet.
Bro, it was
Crip
trippy
man.
today seeing him. He's in good shape. He's
That's
looking
good.
skinnier. He's looking
That's
kind of
good.
muscular. He's like hair all. I mean, I don't know. It was weird. It's
Free
like,
the Mac 6.
I hope he's.
Free Crip man, man.
I hope he's a different person a year and a half from now or
Turn
whenever he
up
gets
God to be
out.
home
That'll be dope.
real soon, man. Free turn up God.
You see, free turn up guy. Hey, he should be
Free,
home.
free Pooh man, man.
Free my boy Pooh Man
Free
too,
the guys,
bro.
man.
Long live
the guys,
Steve-O.
too.
Yeah.
Long live Steve-O.
Long live G-Real.
Long live G-Real.
I didn't say this in the vlog I put out today, but
Tito.
you know who really deserves a thanks is Andrew Callahan from Channel 5 because they did a GoFundMe and they raised like $50K for Crip Mac to not have a fucking court-appointed lawyer. And I think the lawyer that he actually had did a pretty good job of like, introducing the mental health argument. And I guess he drew the like gun laws have changed. He drew the case out long enough that he got less time than he would have got normally because of the gun sentencing changing.
You got on a nifty nickel Crip Mac shirt right now.
On hood.
Man, on some real shit, I'd like to kick it with Crip Mac on some real shit.
He would with you. He likes the alphas.
Okay, for sure. Shout out Crip Mac, bro. I'm a Crip
Free
Mac
Crip
supporter,
Mac.
bro, for sure.
Yeah.
You seen that interview with Spider Loke and 4 Extras?
Yeah.
Bro, he is hilarious too.
Spider Loke trying to be. He said you famous.
He said, "Nigga,
famous.
what the fuck is that? Somebody get a nigga rush." He was been a tweak with him.
And Spider Loki's trying to push this
he's
weird
like,
joke
yeah,
that he made.
yeah,
He's
he
like,
left it
he's not
alone.
letting it go. He's like, no, we got to do this.
He should have left it alone. He tweaked with that.
Yo,
bro.
Spider
Shout out
Loke is
Spider Loke
crazy.
too, though.
Nah, he's cool. He's just fucking crazy, man.
You ever came close to shooting somebody?
Probably no.
For real?
No.
Why you got a gun?
In case I wanted to get closer to shooting somebody.
You would
you
shoot
know?
somebody?
I would love to, yeah.
Where you shoot him at?
The dome. No leg shots. I listen to enough rap music. I know that.
Yeah, you was definitely. well, sometimes a leg shot can reel somebody back in, so
Right.
they can be reasonable again.
How you feel about shooting in the air?
No.
Oh no, we can't. You don't kill clouds.
There was
Bullets come down too.
There was an altercation outside of my friend's store the other day, and there was a shooting, and I was like, damn, I was like waiting to find out who got hit.
Somebody
and then
got blinked up?
and somebody told me they shot in the air. I'm like, oh, they still do that? Okay. Yeah.
Run that shit.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny, you ain't pointing at nobody.
I guess, yeah. I didn't see it. I didn't see footage of it, but when I found out they just shot in the air, I'm like, oh, wow.
Run
Okay.
this shit.
I haven't heard about that in a
Run
minute.
this shit.
Yeah.
So the people run after that?
I guess everybody dispersed, and that was the end of the situation, but I wasn't there, so.
He's a security guard.
No, it was a young hoodlum, from what I understand.
Oh, good, look, you funny as hell, bro. What the?
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes headshots can't be your first bet though.
Yeah, you gotta hit that body
Center of
sometime.
mass.
Yeah,
You feel me? Because like
definitely.
small target.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Donald Trump probably wouldn't be with us right now if they had aimed for his chest. The headshot was probably the error that shooter made. Error for him, not that I would want to see that happen.
That was a strange situation.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know is like when you dealing with those levels of law enforcement, they all don't get along.
He
Yeah.
missed, and what happened to him?
And that's like the ultimate situation.
What
Shot him through his
What
teeth,
happened to him when he
bro.
missed?
Well, yeah, they took him out seconds later, yeah. But that's like the ultimate situation of the fucking Secret Service not communicating with local authorities. It's
But,
pretty
bro,
crazy. Hopefully they don't do that again.
The same thing that happened to JFK right before they swapped out his whole Secret Service team right before, and they get smoked. Same thing happened to him. Same situation.
Do you think women should be working in security or in the Secret Service?
Long as they trained, yes. The highest paid bodyguard in the world is a woman.
Why?
A lady can get places a man cannot get. And you want the element of surprise, and they can learn languages faster than us. They can compute information faster than us.
One time I saw a clip of Jeff Bezos, owner of Amazon, walking down the street, and he only had one security guard with him, and he's dressed totally normal, wearing a suit and shit. Little white guy, regular sized white dude. And I remember just thinking, like, holy fuck, that guy must be a fucking killer. Like, he must be the fucking man, because nobody got more money on earth than Jeff Bezos. And then also, like, I mean, he probably also got like another dude or another couple dudes lurking around, sort of watching the situation who aren't standing right next to him, right?
Right, I was gonna bring that up. You feel me? somebody like that is definitely gonna have plainclothes floaters, and also in vehicles plainclothes floating around.
Really?
That's just the guy who have the submachine gun inside of his jacket.
Yeah.
With he's definitely gonna have Kevlar. He's gonna have body armor. You feel me? Bezos himself is also gonna have on. He's definitely gonna have on. He's gonna have a weapon as well too.
Really?
And he's gonna have on. Like he have bulletproof clothing.
Really? Wow.
Oh yeah, bro.
But it also is like must be a pretty short period of time that Jeff Bezos ever has to walk down the street, right? Like probably most of the time he's going like directly. Like I don't know even what the situation was that he was walking down the street before he hopped in another car or whatever.
A lot of rich guys I know like to take a walk down the street.
Yeah.
They love to do that.
Yeah.
They like to sit at a little restaurant outside, read a newspaper, walk, drink their coffee, walk their dog.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
People don't really know until they get famous that those are the things that become complicated all of a sudden.
Absolutely, absolutely. And a lot of them stick to that because they keep themselves grounded that way. For sure, bro. But there's no way he just walking like that, you feel me?
No, yeah.
There's going to be several other people, especially too much money, bro.
Yeah.
Too much money, bro. Like,
definitely. So, okay, what you got coming up that you're excited about? And what's the plan with the podcast?
so I got a lot of stuff coming up, bro. So, like, speaking of which, my boy, long live my boy Big Glow, my boy Kari, he recently just passed, and he got an album that just dropped today. I guess it got released on Sony.
Really?
And, matter of fact, we should get, Duga, swap out with bro.
Nice to meet you, Dude.
You know that.
Hell yeah.
Big Dugard, baby gang to you, man.
I'm gonna check the music out and everything for sure.
Follow me on Instagram, BigDugard.cc, man.
Oh, okay.
BigDugard.cc. Go follow my boy right now. Go download everything. Alone just dropped. Baby Gang Chief is coming.
Oh, Baby Gang Chief.
Baby Gang Chief.
That's a crazy name.
Oh, he write niggas literature, bro.
Ooh, okay. So wait, you guys are working on a documentary? What's the deal?
Bro,
He was showing me the trailer before.
Bro, it's a show, it's a series, and I got my own segment on the show called The Big Homie. And yeah, man. So I'm gonna let my boy right here, he the man with the plan. You feel me? Like, you know, what's crazy is the moment he seen me doing the interview, right? He calls me. He said, "You going to the internet?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, anybody reached out to film? I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Show it to me." I had probably about 7 other dudes who was offering me money to film my stories. So he said, no, stop what you doing. Send me your location. I'm coming to get you right now. And later that day, I was at they film studio at the Look Who headquarters filming. So yeah, we got my boy Brian Cooper in the building. Go ahead, bro. Let them know what's going on.
So yeah, just pretty much. My name is Brian Cooper, film producer, real film producer. Did 2 feature films of Skyflix Entertainment, Genius Film, which is my company, and we released 2 feature films. One called Run Nixon, that you guys probably saw the fight on the internet with Lil Fizz. I was executive producer on that, and a movie that's coming out hopefully this fall called What Are You Afraid Of? Just working on a lot of film work. My specialty is I'm a writer, producer, and I want to tell the real stories. That's my specialty. Believe it or not, just one of the projects that we got coming up on Look Who as well is a movie called Lose Lose. It's called The Chicago War Story. I've been on the phone with Mimo 600.
Shout out Mimo.
Yeah, shout out Mimo. Yeah, shout out Mimo. Real dude.
Steve Drive.
Steve Drive, yeah. Ruger, King Yeller, and also FBG, J-Man. FYB. Excuse me, man. Excuse me, man. I'm sorry, man. I didn't cross you over, man.
He's not fucking your bitch anymore.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man. So, all right.
He's got to fuck his own bitch now.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not going. So anyway, so we're working on it. We're working on the movie. We're working on the movie. We really want to tell the Chicago war story. We're not trying to polarize and and glamorize the violence and all of the people that have been lost. We really want to show the carnage and how people are affected, the effects that people don't really realize, the trauma that people suffer from when they're actually going through that. This is not just a movie, just to shoot them up, bang, bang. You show a guy come down there with a 30 and letting off. We want to show after the 30 is let off, why you have to sit there and watch your brother that's out there laying on the concrete for, for 9 hours.
Saying it.
When your mother is holed up in a bedroom when she can't come out of the bedroom for 2 weeks because she's just in so much pain. These guys are really trying to push for peace. I know they have a lot of people that's not really trying to maybe don't believe that movement is real. Maybe don't believe that movement is real, but he's going to be one of the actors in that's going to play a role also in the movie since he's from Chicago.
I'm a movie star now for all my haters.
He's from Chicago is now. So we're going to put all that together, and hopefully when we put all that together really, really soon, we're going to make something that Chicago's going to be really proud of.
Let's go.
It's a good idea. Yeah.
Long live Kari.
For sure.
Yeah, long live Kari. That's my son. Yeah, again, he's from Chicago, drill rapper. Tragically died in a car accident last month on the 13th.
Sorry to hear
he was
that.
my only child. I miss him dearly. His music got released through Sony 50/50 Music today, also which is the day of my father's birthday, his grandfather. So, blessings to that. And I'm here on your show today, so I'm happy about that, inspired. And I just want to say the streaming platform that I work for is Look Who TV. Man, we're in a streaming beef now. We're coming for all these cats out there that's streaming.
You're shooting at Zeus.
We're coming at Zeus.
How you know?
Well, it's the big dog, right?
Yeah, Zeus is the big dog. I work with Zeus. I work with Lemmy over there. I helped them produce Johnson's Cabaret edition in Las Vegas. I actually helped Lemmy to produce that there. But now I'm there with our great CEO. His name is Byron Booker, man, one of the most shout
out Byron.
Yeah, shout out Byron Booker. Man, we got some amazing producers, man. Gentleman in the corner right there by the name of Austin Root, man. Excellent, man. DP, man. Excellent writer.
The
Excellent,
man of many talents.
Man of many talents there, man. We got Ron Ponder over there who works with us, man. Excellent. These are really film guys, and we're not man. We're the MGM of this film world on the level that we're at in streaming. We do real film. We're not doing no bullshit. We're pulling up with Ari cameras out there. We're shooting, man. We're not out there playing games.
Not at all. I wouldn't be there if they was playing no games. I don't do
We're
no
not out there playing games.
You can't get Duga outside if you playing. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Oh yeah, man. Said we had an issue where we just released it. What's the name of the show,
They
Austin?
beefing with Ray J.
Ooh, Tronics.
Yeah, but Tronics and also Ray J just recently we had a show with Stunner Girl. Yeah, she
Red
came.
Rum TV was her. Well,
Stunner
that was
Girl,
her thing.
Yeah, Stunner Girl came over to our got her own show released on there. Big shout out to Stunner Girl, and I believe the guy that's over. He's working with us too. I forgot his
Young Rich Moolah?
Reek. I'm sorry, Reek. I meant to shout you out too, man. Welcome aboard, man. Look Who TV. So yeah, we posted the show, and man, Ray J dialed in and said a comment said trash, and
Well, he's trying to get his own streaming shit.
yeah,
off the
yeah.
ground,
So
huh?
I mean, he got a lot of help from working with Byron, from what I understand, with their relationship. But yeah, we got some streaming beef going on too. We got rapper beef, now we got streaming beef. So yeah, we're lighting ours too. You lighting your cameras, we lighting ours. So
You need a house full of trans people. You want to compete with Ray J?
I'm not sure if we're going that route.
Transformer.
Yeah, but this content is up, man. We're producing the show. Austin, Ron and I, a great show called "Can't Make This Shit
Shout out
Up."
my boy Ron.
Yeah, man, we got him on there, man. Wait till you guys see it. Look up Look Who TV. We're gonna be everywhere you are. Tronics, Zeus. That's what we're heading for. So we're up and going. We're inspired about what we're doing, and man, we'll see you guys at the top.
For sure.
Skirt.
I got one last question. What's your advice to dudes out there who want to get into security?
Get a catastrophic life insurance policy.
Ooh, okay. So you die, who gets paid, and how much?
Well,
I'm sure it's a complicated
now
answer.
look. The only beneficiary for me is my mom. Point
Yeah,
blank
for
period.
sure.
Now, me and my girl, we probably get married soon, so we'll see how that goes. Might have to
You can get creative with it. You feel
Okay.
me? Get a catastrophic life insurance policy. Get your CCW for as many states as possible. You need to go to aggressive driving school. You need to invest in bulletproof clothing. Point blank, period. You need to get as much training as possible because situational awareness is the only thing going to save you. Because if you're going against people, it get crazy. The more money you get paid, the more dangerous it gets, for sure. Don't underestimate nobody.
For sure. What if you're like 5'4"?
That's the thing, bro. Like, you know, different size guys are valuable in different aspects of the business.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, your training and your skill set is what makes you formidable. Because everybody in the game is not a giant.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know,
You're like a flex security guard to a certain extent, especially now being famous. But like
sure.
in general, you know, if you got a 7 foot tall dude following you around, it's going to attract a lot more attention. A lot of people don't want to attract attention.
I always have smaller frame guys on my staff because sometimes if the guy that you're protecting or the girl want to go for a jog, I'm 6'6", 400 pounds.
Yeah.
I can jog a little bit.
I'm going to jog in this golf cart.
You feel me? I'm gonna be in the car while you're jogging.
Yeah.
But you gotta have somebody that can be on foot.
100%.
You gotta have somebody who can climb through a window. You know, stalkers are big. First thing the stalker want to do is lock themselves inside your house. Which,
Oh, Lord.
yeah,
That's scary.
we just have to do several stalker removals.
Shit. Okay.
They're the ones trying to kill you.
Yeesh. Yeah. When I had a guy run in my spot with a gun back in the day,
Right.
ended up being a fake gun.
Right.
But I was with Logan Paul a couple days afterwards,
shit.
and I said to him, like, I'm you know, kind of deciding at that point if I wanted to press charges or not.
Right.
And Logan Paul told me, he's like, press charges, because I had a stalker pull up and go in my crib one time, and I didn't press charges, and he came through another 9 times.
Yeah.
And-
you have to get that restraining order.
Yeah.
Because now you have grounds to have violent action against this person.
Yeah.
Because if not, you kill him, you go to jail. You didn't take proper steps.
There you go.
For sure.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we heard it here. Adam is gonna come ghoul with the ghoulers.
Definitely gonna be drinking some Kool-Aid in the near future for
Let's
sure.
go.
Let's go. Big homie CC, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you, dog.
Likewise.
No jumper. Coolest podcast. Like, comment, subscribe. Bow.